Ask DRK Child show. The Ask DRK Child show. This is going to be something different. This is something brand new. So what I'm going to do, 30 minutes of quick PD, get you excited, get you involved. The second phase is I'm going to do live Q&A. Some people have submitted questions, and I kind of changed the format at the last minute. So what happens if you submitted a question, I'm going to post it, I'm going to answer live, but it's a call-in show. How a call-in show works, you got to submit me the question. When you submit me the question, you're going to put your phone number in there, and it's going to come to me. During the show, I'm going to pull out questions. I'm going to call people live, and we'll have live Q&A. Live Q&A. And I got a host of questions, like I say, and it depends. I only got 30 minutes. Much as I love you all, but I'm doing 30 minutes. I'm crazy busy right now. My team is like, you doing a call-in show and all? I'm like, yeah, I'm doing it anyway. So let's jump into it. So I'm going to jump into the first question. Then I'm going to take this all down. And then I got a couple. I know a couple I'm going to call. We're going to see our time running. And then we'll go from there. What we got? I know it's a question. All right, boom. Here's a question. All right, this is a kind of longer question. I only put their initials because I didn't want to shout their name in this one because this was kind of new. But in the future, I'll put your name in it, or you can say unknown. That's fine if it's kind of personal. But I want to give you credit for submitting and just thank you all for participating in it. And then we'll do some calling and see who. Now, when I call you all, make sure your phone is ready to ring because I'm calling people. Like, don't, like, oh my gosh. If you submit a question, I'm going to call you. So submit a question on the link on the webpage. So if you're on Facebook watching now, you got to go back to my webpage to get the question submitted. All right, here goes the question. I'm lucky enough to be at a school where my administrators, I copy and paste them. So that's probably why I'm just using this. I copy and paste them. So I'm reading it as I see it, but I make corrections. I'm lucky enough to be at a school where my administrators understand that the work I do doesn't live in the textbook. Boom. Next time you have administrators with common sense like that, let's shout them out. Put the names in there. It comes from discussion and activities, rich in opportunities to extend students' thinking. Man, sound like they probably doing DCM somewhere, but they may not be, but sound good. Yet, I still see pushback from staff. This impacts my confidence because although students are excelling, I feel like this approach should be a commonplace is foreign to many. How do you inspire educators who can't see instruction outside of a textbook or worksheet? It's hard seeing children developing negative feelings toward math. Woo, SW, thank you for your question. Thank you. Literally, SW put their question on here. This show is brand new. It's not new. I've been conceptualizing for a while, but last night I said I'm going to do it. Within 5 minutes of me saying I'm going to do it, SW question came in. That's dedication. So shout out to SW. But check this out. Couple things. Some key points that they made. This impacts my approach. No, other key point. My confidence because my students are excelling. That means this educator has the data to show what they're doing is working. Men lie, women lie, numbers don't. Jay-Z said that. When you got the data to show what's working, all right, it's two ways. I'm going to show you the nice way, then I'm going to show you the Dr. Child's way. Dr. Child's is one of them days I'm cooped in this office, so I'm going to show you Dr. Child's way. The nice way. Seeing is believing. Even I showed you all those 4 steps. I've done it around the country. A lot of people are like, no, man, that junk don't work. I've been in environments. I do a PD on, let's say, Monday, whole group talking about this. And then the next day we'll do teaching demonstrations. They're like, man, that crap didn't work, man. It's just some PD talk on Monday, man. You know, it's good, but it ain't gonna work tomorrow when you come to these students. I like, all right, bet. Tuesday, I go do teaching demonstrations with their students any given moment. All they can do is this. Because seeing is believing. So what you're doing, I would invite others into your classroom environment, let them see what you're doing. I would even offer up your time to go into their classroom and work with their students. Because some is seeing is believing. The second piece, showcase your data and compare it to others. So I do a lot of work in assessment systems in schools, and I utilize assessment systems really to improve schools and to improve them through a data-informed approach. But I also use them to showcase what teachers are killing it with effective lessons as you're doing, but also to show, hey, what's up with your data? Like, I know you're doing these old school antiquated methods. You use this textbook, ride or die, and these worksheets. Something not working. So you can use the data to also showcase, hey, just try it out. Like, I tell people all the time, if your scores suck, The worst you can do is try something out and you don't like it and you do it again. That's it. Like if it didn't work, the new stuff, just go back to what you were doing. It ain't working either, but you still found comfort in doing it. You tried it. The other piece is this. All right, that's the the politically correct way to engage your colleagues. The other way is I tell people, my administrators I work with, showcase that data, like in whole group. Like when you have every school has these school staff meetings, show everybody data. And some people, it's going to embarrass them. It won't embarrass you if your test scores are right. So you need to get your administrators. This is the Dr. K. Childs method. Get your administrators on board and say, hey, we having data. Not even data days. We're going to talk about, hey, we got some new procedures, guys. We got some girls. We're going to get new laptops for the students. We're going to change our parent pickup line. Oh, by the way, here's the school's data by grade level and by teacher. If your data is tight, you're going to be like, put it up there, Prince. Okay. If your data not tight, you're going to be like, hey, man, what a bathroom. Or you're going to be texting in the back, I hate this stupid school. I want to leave. But understand this. We say we care about these students. If we say we care about all students, we shouldn't be ashamed about data. We should be trying to improve it. And not, our kids came in so low. No, we're looking at growth. So when we put the data up, we only look at growth. But so those are what I would do, is to inspire your colleagues. They got seeing is believing. Make sure your students are on fire and start doing PR type stuff. Like when you're doing these cool activities, invite administrators in too. When district personnel are coming, invite them to your classroom. If you're on social media, post different stuff and just showcase how good your stuff is. Because while your colleagues may not appreciate it, it's others around the country doing the work that you're doing or want to be involved, like just be involved with social media. You can. That helps see what's going on. So SW, matter of fact, SW, when you get this question, I'm willing to even like say, hey, I know an awesome educator and connect you with some different ones or vice versa. Like the world is flat now with technology. So you're on the right track. You just got to keep pushing. You got to keep pushing and keep doing good things. And you're going to have to do some humble bragging every now and then. People are not going to like you, but guess what? End of the day, as long as these students are succeeding, that's all that matters. All right. So I'm going to switch. I just had a blank slide. All right. I just leave this one up because y'all can still see me. All right. So we got to call in. What I won't do, two things. A, I'm not going to call out the person's number. If I call you, I call from a 407 area code. Don't try to call it. You can call the number back, but it's set up so you kind of untraceable. But there's not the time, hey, I'm going to text Dr. Childs every day. No. This is for the calling show. So we do got a caller. I'm going to call him. Now, what's going to be funny if people don't answer, but it is what it is. We're going to see if this person answers, though. And they're on speakerphone. Now, the funny thing will be when people don't answer, I go to voicemail. Because they don't answer, go to voicemail. I just pull another question. Hello? Hey, you on the Ask DRK Child show. How you doing? Doing good. So what I'm going to do, go ahead and ask your question. I'm not 100% sure the audience. I'm put you kind of the speaker. So the audience can hear your question, then I respond, and we'll engage some Q&A. Sound good? That's fine. All right, what's your name? Mark, welcome to the show. Mark, what's your question statement? What you got going on, Mark? Let's go. First of all, I say that I really enjoy your show. I enjoy listening to you. There's not too many people that obviously trying to help out educators. I really appreciate that. I don't want to hold you up. I know you're busy. My question is though. I teach at a Title I school, I'm sorry. And my kids come in with a lot of baggage. And they don't engage in my lessons. And they are very low. What do I do? Like to boost morale? Okay, good question. So I'm gonna repeat it for our audience if you didn't hear it. Essentially, Mark says he's at a Title I school. Students come in low. They're not engaged. A couple things with that, Mark. Don't hang up just in case we get some more context. So with this piece, I know Mark is on the line, but Mark, I'm doing this for the good of the ecosystem. Title I school is kind of code word for Black and brown students or low socioeconomic. It doesn't matter if you're a Title I school or the richest school at all. Students are students. Every student's gonna come in with something. So we need to kind of change our verbiage with this whole Title I piece. Like, my daughter was at the gifted school previously. There were students at the gifted school who were not killing in math. They were still gifted in other areas. They just weren't killing in math. So if they went to another, they could have been at Title I school, and they wouldn't. No one deserves that label Title I. So let's just to the ecosystem thrown out. Let's rethink about that and the baggage that they bring in. But let's think about this low morale piece, Mark. When you're giving your lessons, Mark, what I typically see, especially when students come in to environments they may not like math, et cetera, I see low-level lessons. When you give low-level lessons, you're going to get a low-level response. So what we need to start doing is identifying how do we develop rich problem-solving lessons for students based upon their interests. What happens a lot of times, the kids are low, Chris, I got to give them some flat fluency in these worksheets. Man, look, I already may not like math. I may not be doing well in math. Should you even give me 20 problems, rote routine tasks? Come on. That's not going to boost my morale. But if you give me a real world problem solving scenario, Mark, then students can really get involved. So we have to consider what rich problems are we doing to engage students, and how are we looking at the problems that we have and just rewording them at times and building upon student interest. A lot of times football coaches love to, I'm gonna do a coach team. Everybody don't want to care about no sports. So with that being said, we want to develop themes and questions that's going to engage students in tasks at a high level, and we're going to push the envelope in their thinking. That makes sense, Mark? Cool. Appreciate you calling in, Mark. Have a good one. Keep killing it out there. Hey, anytime, let me know. All right. So now I'm a Twitter fiend. So my cousin, this is going to be, I guess, nepotism. She posted a question earlier. Not a question. She just posted something on Twitter. And I'm going to respond to it on the show. As you have questions, post them. If not, hey, I'm going to lunch. So here's a question. Texas parents, she's in Texas. Texas teachers, parents, and students, STAR testing has been waived. So out in Texas, they have the STAR test at the end of your exam. This year, they're waiving the STAR testing requirements. And the question was posed, can we keep it that way for the next year too? Something to think about. And I posed this back to her. My actual tweet was, while we're waiving testing, unfortunately, we need some mechanism to hold our colleagues accountable. Otherwise, some would literally let kids play all day. Sad but true. Time to brainstorm alternatives. Like, first and foremost, like in this situation, it's like common sense. We should, like, you can stopping testing is a sign of opinion. I know some politicians not gonna make money because they invest in these testing companies. I get that, but it's literally a sign, piece of paper signature. But we got to rethink first the testing philosophy, but then how do we hold people accountable in our field? Seriously, that's like a serious question how do we hold people accountable in the field? Because unfortunately, we have some educators, if we don't give tests, they're not going to do anything. This straight up. If some educators are not giving out tests, they're not going to engage, they're not going to do anything. With that being said, what can we do and what mechanisms can we come up with to ensure that if we're giving a test or we're not giving a test, they're still going to be held accountable? And I'm open to ideas, and trust me, just from working with these leaders, they're open to ideas too. But we have to figure out some type of way to really engage the community in this whole thing of high quality educational experiences. Because otherwise, I kid you not, if we don't give out tests, man, people joke. I'm telling you, kids will be playing basketball, they'll be playing games, they'll be playing hopscotch. Some teachers will not do what they need to do. So while I'm not a proponent of testing, guess what? Testing gives us an opportunity to really just see what students have learned under teachers' purview. But I'm agreeing, it's not perfect. So some of y'all gonna say, you contradicting yourself. I'm not. I'm just saying we need something as an accountability mechanism for these teachers. And I'm not saying all teachers, I'm saying some. And when I'm saying this, y'all are thinking about, oh man, I know who he talking about, who he possibly, yeah. But we don't hold educators accountable. Like we give educators a pass. Like, I get it. Chris, we're gonna lose a teacher. Look, I'd rather lose a sorry teacher than keep a sorry one. This is me. This is me. I may be old school or something, but I would rather lose a sorry teacher than keep them. Because if I keep a sorry teacher, my kid's going to be impacted. If I lose a sorry teacher, I just going to have to double down. Or administrator may have to teach something of that nature, but we got to think differently with that piece. All right. All right. I don't see no more questions coming in. Maybe a couple more. Let me double check Twitter. What's unique if y'all putting stuff in the comments? I got to figure out a way to figure out the comments. Yeah, I got to figure out a way to look at the comments on Facebook. I'll work on that part. Don't worry. I will work on that part with the comments on Facebook. But with this show, every day, 12 to 1 o'clock, first half, we're going to do some cool PD. If you got topics, let me know. Second half, we'll do Ask DRK Childs. You can check it out on the website, or you can go on Facebook. Either one. If you're on Facebook, you can share it. But I'm sticking to these two platforms for a reason. I want to bring in some possible guests. So really just trying out some things during this time, being innovative and really thinking outside the box. But I appreciate each and every one of you. Yes, I will download this. I'll post it on my website. I'll archive it and they have 2 separate files. But tomorrow we'll be back, same time, same place. Post your questions, submit them to the DRK Child Show. I make sure I get to them. If I did not get to your question or your email, don't charge it to the heart. I know. What is it? Charge it to the brain or the heart? I don't remember what it is. Either way, don't get mad at me. I'll do it next time. But hey, I'm out. Y'all enjoy your day. I know some people can go places, some people can't. If you can, go somewhere, enjoy it. If you can't, hey, stay inside, stay safe, but let's continually engage in learning and let's keep pushing the envelopes as it relates to education. This is your boy, Dr. Christopher J. Childs. I'm OUT. I'm out.